Hey. Well, today I'm going to be talking about the components of each stage of the life cycle, okay? And the life cycle, it's just pretty self-explanatory, you know what I mean? It's like we're learning about the life cycle, but these are things that, as you're reading and you're learning, that you're like, oh yeah, this is exactly what we go through. We're just basically learning what we go through and what we already know, basically. Okay, so the identifying the key components of each stage. The family life cycle stages consist of, the young adults, joining of the families, through partnerships, marriage, stuff like that. The young children going through their stages, the adolescent years, the children moving on, adults growing older, us growing older, and then, moving on with the older age as far as dealing with like death and stuff like that. We have the independence, which is, part of the family cycle, leaving home, as a single adult. You disconnect from your family, okay, when you're younger, because I remember doing that when I was like 17, 18. I wanted to do my own thing, be independent, stuff like that. So we experienced, disconnect. And then eventually I came back, like around the age of my early 20s, 25, came back around the family and try to reconnect and rekindle, relationships, etc. So then we got the marriage and cohabitation. I'm sorry. So it's just the joining of the families through partnership, which means, marriage, etc., stuff like that. So this is just basically consists of adjustments and, adaptation to the new lifestyle, the new life that you're living, the new formations of your systems. And then you have the parenting, you get married and then get married and then you have kids. You become fruitful and become married. You become fruitful and become many. You fill the earth and subdue it. So we have the parenting. You get married, you have children. So then you have, children that are adolescents. So within this phase, it is the exit flexing boundaries for independence. So like I was just discussing with you how, I wanted to, go out and be independent, as an adolescent, 17, 18. So here's the shifting between the relationship of the adolescents and the parents and so forth, midlife careers and this stuff like that. And then we have the launching of the adolescents, okay? This is where, we're preparing